welcome back to the Midwest Degenerates show. I'm Alex. He's Caleb.
How's it going?
You may have noticed that this evening we have. Let me see. I think I can tilt this down a bit. Yeah. You may have noticed that tonight we have a bit of a different intro theme song for the episode. Today is a very special occasion, Caleb. Do you
Yes.
care to tell the folks what today happened to be?
Yes. So today, unfortunately, it's been a very sad day for me today. 19 years ago today, he was my hero, and I'm sure he was a lot of y'all's heroes. Uh, Chris Benoit. Uh, yeah, the Wolverine.
The Canadian Crusher.
We we lost him. He was murdered in his home with his family. Force breaking and entering. Covered up by Vince McMahon.
How
Very, very,
unforgivable.
very, very sad day.
Rest in peace, Chris Benoit. Rest in peace, his
Really,
family. Rest in peace, Chris Benoit. I'm still not sold that it was his fault. You can't convince me that it was his fault. There's too many weird things. Too much weird shit associated with it.
yeah. And a lot of the things that they try to portray as facts don't add up.
And it's like, I don't know about you, but it's like if my best friend were to die, I'd be torn up about it. But that would not lead me to then go and kill my entire family a couple years later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, I lost my best friend
I have
four
actually.
years, almost 4 years ago, and I haven't done it yet.
Bro, I lost my best friend in fucking well, one of them. One of them I'm the best man of in October, and then the other one died in January. And I'm not gonna do none of that shit. That ain't even been in my thought process, bro. Nowhere close. So I don't like that argument that Chris Benoit was so tore up about Eddie Guerrero that he had to go and kill his poor wife and son. Shout out to surviving son though.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out him. But the big thing too, and a lot of people don't pay attention to it, is how can you drop weights from a squat rack on your head if you've been shot in the head? Like, how are you going to get the weights up off
Yeah, that's
if you
true.
shot yourself in the out? If you shot yourself in the head?
Yeah, that's a weird combo. I'm not a fan of that. Um but real quick, we'll do a sidetrack before we get into UFC because we do have UFC this weekend. I thought we didn't. Kind of a shit card. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very enthused about it. But before we get into it, I wanted to talk about we've stopped covering a certain sports team, and that certain sports team has been doing really good lately.
Yes, yes, they have. One of the better teams in the American League right now.
We're not gonna say their name for luck's sake, but they're on a hat, they're on a background, they're on a bunch of bobbleheads on the left side of the screen. Should be pretty obvious who we're talking about here. Uh, they just hosted a messy hat trick right next door to their stadium. Uh, they've had a certain player that we've been big fans of, and we won't say the team name, so I feel like saying the player name is fine. There's been a certain player named Jack Caglianone for this certain baseball team, and there's a fire under his ass, dude. There's no other way
Yes,
to
there
describe
is.
it. Something pissed him
I
off.
I have a feeling what it is because during college he mainly played first base.
Hmm.
Look where he's been playing since he got on this hot streak that he's been on.
He's been on first base.
Majority of his games he's been playing first base.
I mean, he has an arm. I mean, he surprisingly has an arm, but I didn't think having him play outfield was a good choice.
I mean, whenever you look at it strategically wise, about the only thing the Royals were really lacking in last year was outfielding.
Hmm.
So that's why whenever he made it to AAA, they threw him out in right field, get him used to it. because we already had, a solid first baseman in Vinny Pasquantino.
But he's out.
You know, yeah, I was about to say, granted, whenever he's not injured.
Do you think he's? Well, Tim, it's a two-way effort because Jensen as well. Carter Jensen as well has been playing out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, he has. And again, I think these guys are finally starting to wake up. I mean, a lot of our guys, I want to say we had the most guys uh, on the MLB roster. I want to say we had the most guys in the World Baseball Classic.
Mm-hmm. And they're finally showing
See,
why.
yeah, I mean they're finally coming around. They've gotten off of that baseball classic hangover that we see everybody get whenever they play in it. I mean it doesn't matter who you are.
Shit, look at
Even
Fernando
Mike Trout.
Tatis Jr.
Yeah, I mean shit. Even Mike Trout in his prime went through the slumps after the World Baseball Classic.
He's Tatis Jr. still 77 games into the season, 3 homers.
Yeah, so it's something we see every time it comes around, and we get surprised whenever guys that were in the World Baseball Classic aren't performing, even though they come back around by the end of June.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we're seeing with them Royals, man. Oh.
Yeah, you messed up.
Well, I immediately slammed on wood, so hopefully the knock on wood helps. But what? Now that I've said their name, fuck it. They're still bottom. They got a long ways back to go, though. That's the only issue.
Oh, look at their June record.
They lost today, won yesterday, so 2-1, 3-1. Or wait, no, yeah, Ugh. Yeah, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2. 8-3, 8-4, 8-5, 8-6, 8, 9-8, 9-6, 10-6, 11-6, 11-7, 12-8, 13-8, 13-9, 14-9, 14-9 so far in the month of June.
And that's over 500. And there's still a couple games left to play this month.
Them motherfuckers just needed those. They kept getting those weird breaks. You know what I'm saying? They'd go on those weird road trips. They'd play weird home schedules. They just needed this, what they got going right now. They needed consistency. They didn't need those weird days off. They just needed straight ball.
And then also look at who we're not throwing in the ninth inning anymore.
Urseg.
Yeah. I mean, since they stopped doing that at the end of May, we've already I want to say since we got Urseg out of the ninth, I want to say we're like fucking 18-10.
Shit. Yeah, it's drastic improvement. Just don't have him fucking throwing at the ninth.
And we were 6-16 with him closing the ninth.
Shit. So, moving on from our little sidetrack onto the Royals. Go Royals. God bless you. Onto our weekly UFC Wednesday. We got UFC Azerbaijan. Fiziev versus Torres. I'm not excited for this card. There are no piss breaks on the card, which I think is nice. I feel like they're counteracting that the fights are not the best by having it be an all male card. Um, well, fuck it. Um, looking at this card though, starting with our first fight, I was taking a look at Tahir. I'll get back to his name in a second. Hold up. TKO decision. LFA, 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 LFA. Ooh, that's a streak. Tahir Abdulayev versus Jefferson Nascimento. I'm going Tahir Abdulayev on this one. The hometown. Jefferson Nascimento. Well, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I'm going Jefferson Nascimento on this one just because LFA is a higher tier competition than whatever the fuck Abdulayev is fighting at. And that's kind of how these fight cards go. You know, they try and fucking put it in a country to have it boost the popularity of that country. Have some guy debut thinking, oh, local prospect, he's going to do so good. He's going to beat the shit out of this guy. And then that guy just mops the floor with him.
I think this one might have gotten canceled.
It did? Here, hold
I
up.
think it's not on FanDuel.
It may be hidden on FanDuel because every now and then they'll fucking hide fights. You might be right. Hold up. Yeah, no, this fight did get canceled.
Huh.
Yeah, well, fuck this. We're not going to waste time on that.
Yeah.
Bexit Almacan versus Gene Matsumoto. Uh, Bexit, he lost to Umar. Who was his other loss? Alexandre Taporia. Oh, yeah. Bexit Almacan to beat Gene Matsumoto. Gene Matsumoto isn't a terrible prospect in his own right, but Bexit is built to go against the top of the division, and that's his only two losses in the UFC. He's 1-2 in the UFC, but Alexandre Taporia, who I have a feeling could end up being showing to be the better of the two Taporia brothers, and then fucking Umar, Khabib's cousin. I'm
Yeah.
feeling Bexit. He also knocked down Umar.
Yeah, I got to go with you on this one. I mean, the numbers are pointing towards Matsumoto. Um, numbers, fighting history, how they fight. But I think it's going to be that explosiveness out of Bexot that's going to help him get it. And I feel like he's been really preparing himself. You know, I mean, he clearly in his mind sees himself already in that top 15 ranking.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to want to go out and show why he deserves to be in that top 15.
100%.
Yeah.
Moving on to next prelim fight, we got Ukrainian Daniil Donchenko, 13-2 prospect, 47th overall ranked welterweight in the UFC versus Theodore Bergeron. Bergeron debut, Donchenko 2-0 in the UFC. Donchenko won by a TKO in a decision. Decision against Morono. That's not what you want to see. You usually want to see a knockout on that guy.
And keep in mind, too, with this fight, Grin is coming in late notice.
Ooh, he's gonna put up a fight. Do we have other lines, or is it still just straight? It's still just straight money lines. We'll go Daniil for money line. We'll take Daniil for money line, but fight to go the distance. That weight notice is
Yeah.
Daniil is not as high of a level as high of a level prospect as people thought. they're gonna expect him to show the fuck out here, but he just isn't gonna be able to do it. He's gonna go to decision. He's gonna win a boring decision.
That too, and he spent the greater part of this camp preparing for somebody else.
Mm.
So switching up who he's facing against, that's a whole new ballpark. He's got less time to get accustomed to their style, figuring out what their patterns are in the fight and everything. So I mean, I could still see him finding a finish some way, shape, or form. But I feel like just from the lack of preparedness, I feel like it's got a good shot of going the distance as well.
Mm. I agree. Um, this next one, we got featherweight Khan Offley versus Javier Reyes. We saw Javier Reyes. He fought recently. He won in February against Douglas Silva de Andrade. Round one TKO. Khan Offley, though, is a hot prospect out of Turkey. Tough motherfuckers. Majority decision, standing sub. More of a UFC record. He had a tough first two fights. Fucking Offley did, but he's turned it around. Now 2-2 in the UFC. I gotta go with Offley here. This is meant to showcase him close to his people, and he isn't a terrible prospect. Javier Reyes is just. You put him against you put two cans together, one of them's gonna get crushed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like too as well, Reyes, I remember watching his fight. Um he gets real cocky about his reach.
Mm-hmm.
Like he feels like, especially, well, this one, for example, he's got 7 inches more reach on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna let his guard down a little bit. He's probably more than likely not focusing on some of his inside guards and all that shit.
Yep.
Not really expecting to have to defend anything. I feel like he's setting himself up for failure here just based off of his own cockiness.
Mm-hmm. And I will say too, I'm shocked by the lines. Offley is a plus 140 dog on this in this fight. The next fight up though, we got six. I believe this guy's 6'6". Oh, let me see if it shows. Yeah, 6'5". 6'5". Nursultan Ruzaboev versus Andrei Polyev. Polyev 1-2 in the UFC out of Russia. I don't even know what fucking that's Uzbekistan, I think. Nursultan Ruzaboev. What are the lines on this one? -250 favorite. I'm hammering that -250 line.
Yeah. And I know we're going to cover it on Friday with the prop bets and everything. This fight's not getting out of the first round.
Nursultan is a scary man. I think he's the tallest in 185. I'm pretty sure, and his only loss, or no, 170. He was fighting 6'5" at 170 pounds, but his only loss in the
Yeah.
UFC was short notice. He took a fight against Joaquin Buckley on short notice to try and get a jump in the rankings, and he lost that. But outside of that, he's passed every test with ease.
And honestly, too, I know this is going to sound bad coming from me, but whenever a guy takes on a fight late and he loses, you can't really blame him for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, a little bit you can, but at the same time, it's kind of an unfair advantage because they're more than likely just coming straight off the couch, just giving themselves 2 weeks to get back into shape.
They aren't really locked in at all.
Yeah.
Um,
So so mindset's probably not quite there. Like he thinks he's got the mindset for it, but in all actuality,
not at
more than
all.
likely it's probably not.
Mm. Um, Abdul Rahman Yakiev versus Julius Walker. Abdul is 2-0 in the UFC. Julius Walker is 1-2. Uh,
Yeah,
subs.
Kiev amazing on the mat. Walker is not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He took Alonzo Menifield to a split decision, which is interesting. He lost, but fuck it. It's not gonna make the difference. Minus 590. Gotta take it in this instant because we don't got our prop bets yet.
Yeah, but we will on Friday.
We'll see. We'll give a free pick on. We'll give a free pick on this. We'll give a free pick on this episode, and it'll be Yakiev, or a free preview Friday, and we're gonna take Yakiev by sub.
Yes. Watch for some reason that have a worse fucking line than just a straight money line for the guy.
Yeah, like minus 800 for him to win by sub or some shit. Next fight up, Farman Hazanov versus Eric Nolan. Hazanov, Azerbaijan prospect, 5-0. No fights in the UFC. Eric Nolan 0-1, but he fought. Who the fuck did he fight? Oh, Basinger. Yeah, he put up a fairly decent fight against Basinger. Susurkayev, who is on a speed run to the fucking title right now. LFA. Okay, that's good competition. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take Farman Hazanayev to win money line right now, since we can't do props.
Yeah, I'm with you there. He's short and stocky. Oh, whenever you're going up against a boxer, that works out in your favor, especially whenever you're good at getting it on the ground. So I feel like this one we're going to see probably a good 15 minutes of ground control for him.
I could see it. He either gets like a late second, early third finish, or it goes decision.
Yeah.
Up next we got Abus Magomedov versus Mikhail Zajac. This one is a lot closer than I think a lot of people expect it to be, just because the gas tank on Abus Magomedov is piss poor.
Well, both of them really.
Mm. Like Abus, oh, yeah, both of them true. But Abus, it's more noticeable in the sense of like after the first, Abus is fully gassed. He's fully exhausted. He's standing and throwing when he's best. Really, like I mean, he's a kickboxer, but like he's standing and throwing with zero form at the start of the second, fully fucking gassed out. Mikhail
Well, both of them
Zajac.
are kickboxers.
Mm-hmm.
All I can tell you is this first round's going to be fucking insane.
Hold up. Give me 1 second here. Do do do. And I need to go here. And then click that. All right, we're good. Yeah. How's the streaks looking? 3-win streak for Mikhail Zajac. Good opponents too. Gerald, good opponents for Mikhail Zajac. Abus Magomedov. What has he done since he lost? Lost to Bifer in the second. Beat Mikhail Pereira. Beat Bruno Ferreira. I'll give the edge to Magomedov here.
I'll go with you on it. It probably wouldn't hurt on this one too. Cause this one, honestly, it can go either way. It it's all going to solely depend on that first round. If it ends in the first round, it's going to be Magomedov.
Mm.
If it goes out of the first round, it's going to be excuse. So I would probably
I can't pronounce it right now either.
yeah I would probably I would probably, after you put this one in, I would probably reuse the selections and go back and change this one over, just in case it does get out of the first round.
Mhm. It could. Like, they both suck, so it definitely could. Um,
Well, I'm just thinking they're both kickboxers. So that first round, they're just going to be fucking exchanging blows.
yeah,
Like,
it was
it's
fucking
just going to be
insane.
5 minutes of excitement unless Abus can get a first round knockout.
Abus would.
But if
One
it
of
go,
them may go for the ground, honestly.
but still, it's just going to be nonstop the
Hmm.
whole time. Even if
Yeah.
they get on the ground, whoever's on top, they're just going to be fucking waylaying on them.
Hmm. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stick Abus, and then I'll make some player props come Friday. I'll have to sit and think on them because I don't have them right in my head right now. Um, but next fight up on the card, we got Bruno Ferreira versus Ikram Aliskerov. Bruno Ferreira, 15-3. Ikram Aliskerov, 17-2. Ikram Aliskerov, he's when was the last? Let me look at his last fight. Okay, so they definitely he's been passing with these since then. Bruno Ferreira, he's been doing pretty good, but I know he had a slip up. Yeah. Uh, so fun fact, Bruno Ferreira, he cannot beat anyone with the last name ending with the letter V. Two of the three losses on
And,
his record are Nursultan Rozoboev and then fucking Abus Magomedov.
and let's not forget too that Aliskerov is a Sambo world champion.
Ooh, yeah, the Sambo.
Yeah.
That shit is
So this
mean.
it's gonna be an interesting fight, but I don't I truly don't see a way where Askarov loses.
I don't either. Um, moving up, we got another Ev. Asu Almabayev versus Charles Johnson. Asu Almabayev, he's lost 3 times. When was the most recent one? Manel Kopp. And then very early on in his career. Wait a minute, but this guy beat Tagiru on good, didn't he? No, he hasn't fought Tagiru Ulanbekov like I thought he did. Um, yeah, we're gonna go with the fucking Asu Almabayev. I'm gonna put a. Oh, I fucking exited out. There we go. I'm gonna put a separate bet in on fucking Johnson to win. But realistically,
I
Almabayev.
Yeah, Almabayev, relentless chain wrestling.
Hmm.
It's gonna be like you're watching fucking AEW in that motherfucker.
Hmm. And Johnson
Like
losing to
let's
Johnson lost to Makayev, and Makayev isn't in the UFC anymore. But that was his whole gimmick, was just kind of boring chain wrestling, and
chain wrestling ground control. That's what we're gonna see. Yeah, Almabayev's it's gonna go all the way too. We can already tell that just by the preview.
yeah,
So yeah,
it will be it will be interesting for sure. I am. This is one of the ones I'm more intrigued on, or I'm more intrigued with on the card. But I'm still uncertain on it. Um, Nazim Sadikov out of, I think that one's also Azerbaijan, or one of those countries. Nazim Sadikov 4-1-1 in the UFC. Mateus Camilo out of Brazil. Talk about a layup if there's ever been a layup. I'm going Nazim.
Yeah.
Nazim.
Coming back to his hometown. He's violent, pure violence.
Mm,
Uh, thrives in phone booth fights, especially whenever they're fast paced. He loves it. This is the fight built for him.
mm. I completely agree. Um, ooh, that's not a good loss, man. Uh, I completely agree. Nazim, he's a really exciting fighter to watch. Of the newer up and comers in the UFC, he's been one of the ones that I've enjoyed watching more. Uh, this is just a layup. It's a layup. Never heard of
Yeah.
Matias Camilo before. He's 1-1 in the UFC, but I've never heard of him before tonight or this upcoming fight. So that would be interesting. Um, but co-main event on the fight card, we got Shara Magomedov versus Mikel Pereira. I think this is probably going to be one of the only like major upset picks that I have on the card, and that's I'm taking Mikel Pereira to beat Shara Magomedov.
Mm.
You gotta. It really goes into Shara's loss to Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page fights extremely unorthodox, having a kung fu stance or like a karate kung fu stance. Um, and he was able to get the decision win over Shara. So what that tells me is, and Michael Venom Page, he doesn't have the greatest chin. Like he has a decent chin, but isn't the greatest chin. So he isn't able to get the KO on Michael Venom Page. I think somebody goofy like Michelle Pereira is going to be able to last it out. But at the same time, God, dude, I'm talking myself out of it.
It If it stays on the feet, which Magomadov's gonna want it to do, he's gonna pick Pereira apart.
Mm,
He's too accurate with it. He can take control on the feet. It and his kicks, his head kicks. He can kick somebody's fucking head off if he wants to.
mm,
They're lethal as shit.
yeah.
So I feel like after a couple, maybe even after one round of staying on the feet and just being forced to throw blows with Megamadov, I don't think Pereira is going to be able to hang in. The only way Pereira is going to be able to get it is if he can get control on the ground or
Mm,
maintain position whenever they're grappling.
yeah. But even then, I don't think this is going to be a grappling. Magomedov is not like the rest of those Caucasus fellas. He does not go for wrestling much at all. Um, and same thing
And
with
that's why I
Pereira.
think
Same thing with Pereira. He isn't a wrestling guy really at all.
but that if he wants to win, he's going to have to try and wrestle. And we know if he tries to wrestle, Megamadov's just going to fucking kick him in the ribs.
Yep,
As soon as he comes in, boom, kick to the ribs.
I can
And
see it.
a person can only take so many kicks to the ribs.
That is true. I mean, not even just kicks, just strikes. Saw that with Taporia and Gaethje both there.
Yeah. I mean, I can see Pereira trying to shoot a couple of times to try and get in there.
Mm,
I see him immediately getting caught by a fucking knee or a shin flying right at him. And then he's gonna sit back on it, try and find his spot to try and do it. I don't think Megamadov's gonna give him that chance.
mm, I could see it. Um, Next up after this one, we got the main event of the evening. There in Azerbaijan, Baku, Azerbaijan. Shout out Azerbaijan. Rafael Fiziev versus Manuel Torres. Manuel Torres coming up, challenging the Fiziev, who's on a bit of a losing streak. good fucking wins on the part of, I mean, Ignacio Bahamondes. You're gonna, that's a, hold up. All right, sorry about those technical difficulties there, folks. We're back with the main event. Manuel Torres on a two-fight win streak over Drew Dober and Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson, another decent prospect in his own right. Drew Dober is Drew Dober. He beat Drew Dober normally beats minorities, and Manuel Torres beat him, so tells you a thing or two about him. Rafael Fiziev, he's lost to Mauricio Rufy, beat Ignacio Bahamondes, who beat Manuel Torres. Lost to Gaethje, lost to Gamrot, lost to Gaethje again. I'm looking at this fight, and although Fiziev has a not good record at all, well, no, I'm going with the up-and-comer Torres in this one. I
I can see it.
don't know what it is.
I can see it, but you also gotta look at some of the guys that Fiziev's faced recently,
And that's
like
why I'm so
Justin
hesitant.
Gaethje, Poirier, Gamrot.
The one dip in competition he got, he prevailed in and looked like perfectly good. But then it's besides that, it's been rough for him.
I'll I'll go with you on Torres just because of that first 5 minutes of the fight. Like he's a first round guy. Um Pretty much. Uh Fiziev does stand a chance, but in order for that to happen, it's going to have to go into like the third round and on.
It's gonna have to go later into the fight. Um, yeah, I don't really know. That main event's gonna be fun. Not as much the rest, but that main event is definitely gonna be a fun one.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Also weird that Fiziev represents Azerbaijan. I don't know. I don't think he actually is from Azerbaijan. I could be wrong on that, but he just doesn't look the part. Uh, but I gotta. I don't. We should have. I think we got the same odds on this one. Got a 12 legger UFC parlay here. Uh, mine's all out of order. Bexit Almacan money line over Gene Masamuto. Daniil Donchenko money line over Theodore Bergeron. Khan Offley versus Javier Reyes. Khan Offley money line. Nursultan Ruzaboev money line over Andrei Polyev. Abdul Rahman Yakyaev money line against Julius Walker. Farman Hazanov money line against Eric Nolan. Abus Magomedov money line going up against Mikhail Zaechek. Ikram Oliskarov money line going up against Bruno Ferreira. Asu Almabayev money line going against Charles Johnson. Nassim Sadikov money line going against Mateus Camilo. Sher Magomedov money line going against Michel Pereira or Michel Pereira. Michel. They pronounce it so fucking weird, Brazilians, man. And then Manuel Torres money line against Rafael Fiziev brings the total at $1 to win $172.82.
It'd also be $10 to win $1,700.
Shit. Also, did you see that they updated how they do bet IDs now?
Yes, I did. I don't know where I'm at anymore.
I hate it. I wonder if that was why. Too many people's wives were going and being like, "What do you mean you've already placed 4,000 bets?"
My wife didn't know.
You hid that shit though.
Yeah.
I know there were a couple of times at work you were like, "Dude, I'm worried the wife's gonna find out." Or you were like, "Oh yeah, I was talking to the wife about this bet that I won off of," and she was like, "Wait a minute, I thought you set your max play at 2.50 or $2.50," and I had to lie
Yeah,
about
then
it.
I changed it. I changed it because I got tired of missing out on the big wins, and immediately after I did, I put $150 in bonus bets down on a field goal and a touchdown in each half for a random Thursday night football game, and if you remember correctly, I hit for like $900.
It did.
Yeah,
I don't remember you getting that fucking hit, bro.
I put it in the Slack and everything. It was whenever it was like all of us, whenever it first started, like the first 3 days of it.
Shit. I forgot. Or fucking shout out the old Slack chat, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I remember everybody in the chat and even at work the next day were fucking freaking out about it.
Yeah, because you dropped it on him. You're like, yeah, dudes, won won a lot of money. Well, everyone was winning a lot of money in that time period. It was a weird. That was an interesting 2 week time span right there. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay. So one thing with the UFC that I forgot to mention, or I think I sent you a text about it, but I didn't really like actually talk about it. They redid their ranking system using AI now. Are you there, Caleb? Ah, shit. Quick. All right. So sorry about another technical difficulties thing there, folks. Um, but looking onwards, here we got our what I wanted to bring up, Caleb, is UFC. They redid how they do their ranking system. They now go off of AI rather than the media. So
Yeah, and aren't they utilizing like actual stats like punches thrown and punches landed and all that shit too?
yes, yes, they are. Um, they're utilizing all of that, whereas the old rankings did not. Um, they're utilizing all that, whereas the old rankings did not. And then also, there's been some weird shit that doesn't make sense. Like, person will win a head-to-head matchup, yet the person that lost the head-to-head matchup will be ranked higher than the others. Yeah. Um, there's some weird shit up in here. I'm trying
I
to
don't think
think.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like really bad ones. Yeah, so Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates fought against Ian Gary on my birthday last year, 2025. Ian Gary won the matchup by a very close fifth round decision. Very close fight. Carlos Prates is the number one ranked welterweight, whereas Ian Machado Gary is ranked number two, despite Ian Machado Gary winning the head to head.
And that's all just going based off of like the stats and all that shit.
Yeah. Let's see, what's another one? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find them because a lot of them are people falling out of the rankings. Like people got booted. Oh, Yair Rodriguez, formerly number 5 ranked fucking or no, that's media rankings. Meta rankings, there we go. Or no, that's media panel rankings. Meta rankings. Okay, got it. That was confusing. Yair Rodriguez was ranked number 5 at featherweight, but hadn't fought in like a year and a half, 2 years. He just got booted completely out of the rankings. Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh Quillen Salkid hasn't fought anybody. He's on like the layup part of his career right now. Whenever they did the meta rankings, he jumped up from rank 15, barely being in the rankings, all the way up to number 8.
Yeah, I don't see this system sticking around for long.
Yeah, they're gonna try and force it, but it ain't gonna.
It, they're gonna wind up pissing off the fighters, and the fighters aren't gonna want to participate and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, it's Dana White. He can find new guys to fucking take their spot. But still, do you want to bring in a whole new fucking roster, or do you want to make the guys that you currently have happy?
Yeah, you want to make the guys that you have now happy. And it just makes sense to me.
Because honestly, if they don't like it, what's to stop them from going to a different promotion? you know.
Nothing. Nothing. A lot of these guys have been signing deals with oh, what's his fucking name? What is the guy's name? Eddie Hearn, a boxing promoter. He's been trying to make a move into MMA, and he's been signing MMA fighters as or as like to be their agent, like for him to be their agent. Um, and he's just been swiping up all these UFC fighters just as kind of like a show of like, hey, we're not happy with what you're doing.
Yeah, I think Dana White's going to see that sooner rather than later. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't seen it yet. I feel like it's just going to take one big household name.
Hmm.
That's all it's going to take. One big household name, and he's going to change his whole thought process on it.
Well, you'd think so, but Francis Ngannou left the UFC, and to this day, all you see Dana White do is he just walks around like, man, I fucking hate Francis Ngannou, useless sack of shit. Didn't do anything for the UFC. Like that's how he talks about Francis Ngannou.
But then look at a guy like, say, Sean O'Malley or Justin Gaethje,
Hmm.
John Strickland. Say one of those guys leaves.
Take a guess who's on. Take a guess who is threatening to leave, and or take a guess who's been threatening to leave and signed with that guy I was talking about.
I'm going to go ahead and assume Sean Strickland.
Tom Aspinall, the heavyweight champ.
No shit.
Andy and Gary. I think Ian Gary happened today.
So yeah, I think we're already starting to see some shit move back.
It definitely appears so.
Like you know after that news broke, you know they all went in there and had a fucking meeting.
Hmm. They had to.
I mean there's no way it's bad business if you didn't.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't. They're the UFC is a fucking. It's a the entire operation is a gamble, dude. We'll see how it pans out.
Yeah. I mean they do say all good things come to an end. I just don't think it's the UFC's time yet.
No, definitely isn't. Bro, how do I fucking hold up? Discord, and then up here, and then oh, and we're full screen again. But now we're not. Oh, what the fuck is going, bro? Holy hell! Resizing the shit for my screen is a fucking pain. There we go. There we go. Locked in. Got that shit. Hell yeah. Trying to think of what else we could really cover tonight. It's kind of a slow day.
Yeah.
Do we just have
Um
do we just have a short episode for this Wednesday?
I guess so.
Well, shit. Um, yeah, I mean, fucking middle of summer, we need sports back. Sports we care about, I should say. Don't I can't get into the World Cup. I can't. I've tried.
I've gotten into it a bit. If you want to try and get into it, there's a song and a music video you need to look up on YouTube. I am from Bosnia.
I am from Bosnia. I came to America. What is it? I've heard the song. I can't remember it, but I've heard it.
I am from Bosnia. Take me to America. Want to see Statue of Liberty.
Hell yeah.
Take me to Golden Gate. I will assimilate.
Goaded.
Had it stuck
Fucking
in my fucking head all goddamn day. Or for the past fucking month.
I am from Bosnia. Take me to America.
I really want to see Statue
Statue
of
of
Liberty.
Liberty. Such a banger, dude.
And that other one, I want to say it's by Donkereel or something like that. It's for the Netherlands. But their fucking left right song that they do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've seen the videos of all the fans doing it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's a fucking bop.
Dude, these foreign countries just they like I don't know. We need to get on their chant game, and we're starting to a little bit.
And the French, don't get me started on the fucking French, my guy. They have a whole song that's about fucking Mbappe.
Have you seen the Flo Badgerin song that we're cooking up?
I have not.
Some fans somewhere for Team USA have created a like a song chant somewhere to the Europeans for Flo Badgerin, our star player who came over from the UK. I'm gonna have to let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna have to do it on my phone for the sake of not getting in or I don't probably it's not gonna be copyrighted, but
About the only European British sports champ that I really know or song that they do is da 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 Max Verstappen.
yep. Do 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 do. What is it? You can hear them crying at Big Ben. Flo Balogun scores again. One call from Pochettino. He said, "Wow, fuck off, England. I'm a Yankee now."
Nice.
Somebody said, "Is there protocol for Americans finally having a good chance?" No, there isn't. There's not. We don't even know what to do with this.
No.
Oh my lord.
Just imagine what all of these international fans are going to think being over here if the United States wins the World Cup.
We'll own every sport.
Oh, no, not even that. I'm thinking the celebrations.
Every host city would have a crazy fucking parade.
Not even the host cities.
Just every city.
Every city will have its own celebration.
You think it's
Every
that
city
big?
is going to get every city is going to get fucking dismantled.
We
We've
don't even care
seen
about soccer.
we've seen how fans react whenever their team wins the Super Bowl. We've seen how teams react whenever their team wins the NFL, whenever they win the NBA finals. Hell, look at college football fucking upsets, my guy.
Auburn, anything that happens to Jordan O'Hare ever.
I mean, I I don't know how well a soccer goal can get taken apart or how easy it is, but that crossbar is going in a fucking river somewhere.
I still stand by they should move the we should move the World Cup final to an SEC stadium.
Kneeland.
We gotta have it down. Down in there.
No, hear me out. Why we have it at Kneeland? Probably the most iconic fucking goalpost going to the river
But hear me
ever.
out. What about well, I mean, I'd argue you do Jordan O'Hare. You do Jordan O'Hare. The big house. Imagine them moving the World Cup final to fucking Michigan's field. Or Ohio State.
Or hear me out. The swamp.
I'll one up ya. We're going Death Valley.
Which one? LSU Death Valley or Clemson Death Valley?
LSU Death Valley, higher occupancy. And we have the Tiger. We gotta have the Tiger on the sideline.
Or if we're gonna have some on the sideline, why don't we just do it at Texas? Have Bevo on the sideline.
I hope some. Hopefully we get like, I don't know. I'm hoping we get one of those like less cultured countries in the final. And if they did do like in this hypothetical situation, I would pray in this hypothetical situation that we get our hands on one of those more third third world countries. If you catch my drift,
Bosnia.
we need the Bosnian fans to kill Bevo in EA Sports FC 26.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Hmm. Does Vanderbilt Stadium sell alcohol yet? Have they started doing that, or are they still the only one in the NCAA where they don't sell alcohol?
Which one?
Vanderbilt?
Yes, yes they do.
Damn, I was gonna say if we really wanted to fuck with people, we could put it there at Vanderbilt so that nobody can enjoy a nice cool beer.
Brigham Young,
Brigham Young.
the one thing the Mormons will be good for. Well, wasn't that the thing with Qatar 2022? Is that fucking they wouldn't allow anyone over, like they had like a beer sponsor, but they didn't sell any beer at all at the actual event.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Pisses me off. Was it like Bud or
Guess we
someone?
guess we could do it at Harvard.
Yeah, it was Budweiser. Yeah, it was Budweiser was the 2022 sponsor, but they banned beer inside the stadiums just 2 days before the tourney began,
Fuck.
and they were out to get them. Um, yeah, that's
And also too, have you noticed that like pretty much since I can remember, Shakira has done a song for the World Cup?
she didn't this year, did she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, no, my phone because YouTube won't like me. I'm after last week. I told you last week's episode got copyright striked, right?
What for?
Copyright material. Probably my best guess is we did Counter Strike. I'm pretty sure in that episode we did a little bit. Yeah, we did Counter Strike shit in that episode. And my best guess is I had the game open for too long, and my music kit that I have in the game caused the copyright strike. If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't lying. She sure as fuck did make a new one. Yeah, bro, she's on her shit, dude. Shout out Shakira. She's if there's one person you can trust to make make the World Cup anything, Shakira.
And like I'm not lying either. I want to say it's been like since fucking 2000 that she's made a song for the World Cup.
Fucking, you want me to go and look? I have it pulled up. 1, 2, 3. Is it 2010 onwards? I think it's 2010 onwards. She's had a song for the World Cup.
Yeah, no, I know she did one back in like 2004 for the World Cup then.
Really? Hold up. Let me get
Yeah.
back to that. Shakira World Cup. Oh, 2006. It's 2006 onwards.
Yeah, pretty much forever for the past 20 years.
Fucking World Cup, man.
I wonder if we could have bet on that on Kalshi if Shakira would have made a song for the World Cup this year.
I got the website pulled up. Give me a second. What will Shakira perform at Mexico's World Cup opening ceremony? That was it. And then all the other ones are just like, what will the announcers say? I guess you can bet on them to say, Shakira.
There's 136 different markets for who will perform at the World Cup final halftime show.
They don't know yet.
Apparently not.
Let me look at my esports wherever they're at. Oh yeah, I'll just say this real quick. It was really depressing. Me and JR were perfect until the second game of the semifinal, where there was an upset. Team Falcons upset Team Spirit. It was our lock to win the whole thing, which then threw our grand final predictions, and we were fucked, and we didn't get our diamond coin. So rest in peace. Shout out Team Falcons and Nico on your first major.
They have Kodak Black as one of the options for the halftime show.
Put money on it. Why not?
Big Sean.
Not happening. What's Shakira's odds at?
He's not even on here. Oh, BTS. Apparently BTS.
I guess BTS.
But some of them that are sticking out to me that absolutely would not do it. Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
Linkin Park.
Yeah, Linkin Park wouldn't. Well, the final's in
Lil
LA, I
Wayne.
think.
I still don't think Linkin Park would do it.
I don't either, but the only reason I could like, bro, Linkin Park is playing esports events. That's how far they've fallen off.
Zach Bryan.
What's he gonna do, bro? You got a bunch of fucking Europeans and Spaniards and fucking Central Americans and Southern Americans, and where are you gonna just get up there and go cold shoulder closing time? Like, fuck out of here, bro.
J. Cole.
Nah, as much as I wish.
Mariah Carey.
Let me fucking pull this up while we're trying. So
There
that
was one on here that I know for sure is gonna be a no. Oliver Tree.
wait, is that actually an option on here?
Yes. And Luke Combs.
Where's Oliver Tree? Please tell me it's at 0%.
It's that one.
Oh, he's gone now.
Kanye West.
Kanye West.
AC/DC. Didn't one of the guys from AC/DC just die not too long ago?
Probably. Yo, put money on Kanye. Frank Ocean. Bro, Frank Ocean hasn't done anything in like. Bro, it's been a decade since. Okay, it's been a decade since Frank Ocean dropped an album. He has not done anything in a year, bro. Or 10 years. Hasn't done shit in 10 years, bro. Made two
Pearl
songs.
Jam.
Even flow. Where the rose butterflies.
BB Rexa.
Bro, Tyler the Creator is on the rise. He's at 2% now.
Morgan Wallen's at 2%.
Bro, L. Langley is at 6%. Why? Bro, you could bet on.
Logic.
Shabuzi is at 14%.
Polo G is on here, or as we used to call him, Polog.
Bro, why is Shabuzi 14%? You know who I'm surprised isn't on this list?
Who's
Mr.
that?
Mr. Catalytic Converter Stealer himself.
Oh, Jelly Roll.
Yeah, he ain't on here. I'm shocked.
No, but they got the Weekend on here and Tyga.
Mm-hmm. Joji even. Do you know who Joji is?
I don't.
Bro, his music is depressing as shit, but you know Filthy Frank?
Yeah.
Filthy Frank is Joji.
Well, they have Carol G on here. Do you know who Carol G is?
They have a Fortnite skin. That's about all I know about him.
Carol G, she has a song about how her mother wants her dead.
Honestly, don't all of our moms want us dead a little bit? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, this one, she like,
Oh, like it's like,
yeah, like she thinks the mailman is a Fed that's watching her.
oh, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely pretty. It's definitely pretty fucking out there. Um,
Lana Del Rey is on here too.
yeah, that's an interesting one. What are the
You know,
top ones?
I haven't I haven't ever said this before out loud, but I always thought Lana Del Rey and the woman that played the whatever her name was on Girl Next Door. I always thought they were the same person.
I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. It makes sense, bro.
Because like they had the same face.
Bro,
They had the
Bieber.
same face and the same hair.
I see it. I do see it. But you see, and they both wear the same weird kinds of like. I mean, granted, yeah, I see it. I see it. Bro, Bieber is 57%.
And Coldplay is 68.
So Coldplay. It makes sense. Well, I mean, if India was there, it would make sense. But India didn't even make the tourney.
I don't think Indians even play soccer.
Supposedly they're not. They're up and coming, but they just don't have like it. That they're so fucking obsessed with cricket that trying to establish soccer is a very uphill battle. Uh, yeah, I don't think we really have anything else for tonight. Kind of just been bullshitting. Um, we'll be back with you guys Friday. We'll have a brand new episode Friday for you guys covering our prop picks for the UFC fight night that we got coming. Uh, we'll figure something else out on top of that. I'm sure of it. Uh, just kind of downtime in sports. We need shit to happen. Not a lot going on. Uh, but until Friday, or you guys give us a like, comment, subscribe, uh, put on notifications
Oh,
so you don't miss the uploads. That's a new thing.
and we have an Instagram now.
We do also have an Instagram. It's literally just the Midwest Degenerates. Uh, got some shorts on there. Got some of our picks that we've made on the podcast on there. Just so you guys can stay informed, and maybe at some point we'll put a little behind the scene or just fucking random picks that we have throughout the day or week on there for you. But give that a follow, like the posts, like the podcast, subscribe, comment, rate, follow. Uh, Bro, I swear to God, if we're gonna get to a point to where it's just gonna be subscribe, follow, like yada 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 for like 2 minutes straight with all of our different fucking socials. What do you have?
Um,
What happened?
I just seen a thing.
Lamelo Ball.
No, Alex Pereira.
What about how he doesn't want to fight again? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically saying like if Herb Deeb is gonna keep reffing, I won't fight again. Yeah, he's crazy. Alex Pereira is crazy. I mean, shit. He might have gotten CTE from those back to the head strikes with the way he's been acting since the fight happened.
I mean, that's what he's claiming.
I mean, shit, it makes sense. Uh, but prayers up for Alex Pereira. Hope for full recovery for
Yeah.
the dog. But until Friday, we will catch you guys later.
Yep, we'll see y'all then.
Have a good one.